for joining us to celebrate the Aurora Public Schools class of 2020. To ensure we keep everyone safe, please wear your face masks the entire time while on the premises and practice social distancing. Thank you for your cooperation, and again, congratulations to the APS class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us to celebrate the Aurora Public Schools class of 2020. To ensure we keep everyone safe, please wear your face masks the entire time while on the premises and practice social distancing. Thank you for your cooperation, and again, congratulations to the APS class of 2020.
Good morning. My name is Allison Powell, and I'm the Rangeview High School Student Body President. And I would like to thank you for being here today to share in the celebration of the Rangeview High School Class of 2020 graduates. At this time, please stand for the processional and please remain standing for the national anthem sung by Maxwell Satchel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2020. I'm Principal Lisa Gross. While we are here to celebrate our 463 graduates, some of who are seated on the field and some who could not attend, who we keep close to our hearts and thoughts, I would like to take a moment to congratulate a number of people who were instrumental in supporting our graduates. Congratulations to the parents, guardians, and families of these graduating seniors sitting here today, and thank you for your continued partnership with Rangeview High School and the Aurora Public Schools. Together, we have impacted each of these young lives, and we would like to honor you. Please give a round of applause for the parents, grandparents, guardians, and significant adults of these 12th grade students who are here today or whom are watching at home. Also, congratulations to the elementary, middle school, and high school teachers, counselors, coaches, sponsors, and support staff whom over the last years have contributed to the success of these students. With the staff of Rangeview High School and the Aurora Public Schools in attendance this morning, please stand and be recognized. If Superintendent Rico Munn had told me a year ago that I would be the principal of Rangeview High School in the midst of a worldwide pandemic that would see our school ending in-person teaching on March 13th, the distribution of 400 plus Chromebooks for continued online learning, Zoom meeting, Google Hangout conference calls, a drive-through Rangeview High School gauntlet, a week-long student checkout, drive-through diploma distribution, and a graduation at this stadium, social distance with caps, gowns, and face masks, I would have thought he was describing something out of a Jordan Peele suspense and horror film. Yet, that is our reality. But this was also our reality. Within this roller coaster school year of 2019-2020, we also witnessed an incredibly fun back-to-school color dance, Raider Road Trip Homecoming Week with the first ever class dance battle to the cha-cha slide in the large gym. We were honored as the Special Olympics Colorado Unified Champion School of the Year and as the Denver Broncos and United Airlines Partner Schools School of the Year. In partnership with Aurora Rotary and our own Interact Club, we dedicated Red-Tailed Hawk Park as an inclusive playground. We celebrated Diversity and Inclusion Week with Lieutenant Colonel Jason Harris, among many influential speakers and performances. We honored 2 Daniels Foundation scholarship winners, Nathan Berhe and Tyler Kernow, and our Betcher Scholarship recipient, Helen Doe. We are amazed and are so proud of the class of 2020 for earning $4.1 million in scholarships. Our Social Justice Club still meets every other Friday in the school parking lot to discuss how we can be the voices and the people of change in our community. And we are still the undefeated Colorado boys basketball 5A champions. I would not have missed any one of these opportunities in the face of this pandemic, and I am so proud to have experienced it all with the class of 2020. Seated among this class are budding scientists, actors, historians, athletes, artists, engineers, entrepreneurs, social activists, musicians, mathematicians, scholars, and writers. These talented young people have completed their high school years in an impactful way as the leaders of Rangeview High School and of our Aurora community. My advice to each of you as you graduate and move into your next adventure is to continue doing great things that you've done at Rangeview High School and feel good about doing great things. You have so much skill and empathy and respect and creativity. Use all of that to enhance the schools, workplaces, and organizations you will join and attend. And finally, continue to talk to the important people in your life. Share your successes and your challenges. Remember that asking for help or advice does not mean you are weak. It means you are incredibly wise. Be kind, be bold, and be Raiders for life. After all, that is the Raider way. Congratulations to the class of 2020. It is my honor to introduce our MCs for graduation. Allison Powell, RHS Student Body President, who will attend the University of Oregon, and Moran Siyum, Senior Class President, who is planning on attending Colorado State University.
Please join us in welcoming our special guests. Ms. Lisa M. Gross, Principal, Rangeview High School.
Mr. Rico Munn, Aurora Public Schools Superintendent.
Ms. Stephanie Mason, Director, Board of Education.
Zachary F. Ron, South Community Director.
Mark Seglum, Aurora Public Schools Chief of Staff.
Allison G. Powell, Student Body President. Moran A. Siyum, Senior Class President. And our top 10 students, Catherine N. Fennell, Helen C. Doe, Ryan S. Slocum, Autumn L. Kelly, Nicholas S. Ashley Rivers, Avery E. Hill, Layla N. Kelly, Tiffany B. Smith, Justin N. Huang, and Ellington P. Smith.
Terry C. Anderson, Faculty Heralds.
Ms. Emily M. Brady, Faculty Herald.
Mr. Sean D. Palmer, Faculty Herald.
Mr. Chris L. Carhart, Faculty Herald.
The Rangeview High School top 10 students of the class of 2020 will now present their commencement address, the top 10 elements of success at Rangeview High School.
Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and graduates. We're gathered here today to celebrate the class of 2020 and their success. But how do we define success? What do we do when we don't have grades, numbers, papers, people, or even a ceremony to tell us we succeeded? At first, I defined success as being the best, but when I grew blind to my accomplishments and absorbed my failures, I knew I had it all wrong. I was chasing an unattainable perfection, and even though others believed in me, I stopped believing in myself. Thus, I began a journey to not only redefine success, but to have it self-validated. It is no longer a matter of being the best, but being better, and it is vital that I recognize and appreciate my own growth. As we step into adulthood, there will be days when you doubt, criticize, and don't love yourself. I hope on those days you're reminded not to compare yourself to others, but to the you of yesterday. Today, as we reflect on our years at Rangeview, I hope you recognize and appreciate the many things that contributed to our success, how we've grown as individuals, and how we've grown together as Raiders. I'm proud to present the top 10 elements of success at Rangeview High School.
My fellow 2020 graduates, let me first congratulate you on your many accomplishments and for finishing your senior year strong. Your perseverance and dedication to your education speaks volumes to your character and mental fortitude. Naturally, you have all deeply affected me in the way I see the world. My time at Rangeview has truly shown me the importance of diversity, both in appearance and ideologies. After years of learning and conversing with my classmates, I have learned the value of civil discourse and looking at the world deeper than face value. Now more than ever, I believe it is important to listen and share our experiences with people who are different from ourselves. As you move on to the next stages in your life, whether it be college, the military, or working full-time, remember to step outside of your comfort zone and take risks. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn and grow from your mistakes and the actions of others. Your experiences will build upon your values and shape you as a person. Remember to thank your family, friends, and other support systems for helping to guide you along your journey. Be proud to be sitting in those seats today, for you are the one who chose to pave the future for the better. You are the one who stayed up late to finish assignments while juggling work, friends, and your home life. I know without a doubt that you will achieve far beyond your wildest dreams. Congratulations, class of 2020. Your future awaits.
Hello, and congratulations to the class of 2020. My name is Ryan, and I'm third in our class this year. A few years ago, I picked up juggling as a hobby. At first, it was difficult learning to keep 3 balls in the air at the same time, but over time it became easier. So I moved on to 4 balls, and then 5. I'm certain I dropped those balls thousands of times, but after a while I was able to juggle 5 balls with no problem. While juggling balls is great, it's far more important to learn to juggle all the different things happening in your life. Being able to keep track of sports and classes and family and friends is what has made us so successful over our high school careers, even though we may have messed up from time to time. So, as you move forward in life, remember that it's okay to stop and drop a ball every once in a while, even when things get difficult, because as long as you keep juggling, everything will be okay. Thank you, and congratulations, everyone.
I can't promise to fix all of your problems, but I can promise that you won't have to face them alone. Rangeview's community has always exemplified that kindness and selflessness, especially when it comes to its students. That is definitely something that has contributed greatly to my success both academically and as a person. I have shared this community with many friends and loved ones over the years, but I really want to highlight the staff and teachers here that have been there for me and all of us these past 4 years. I have been blessed with passionate, inspired, and kind teachers whose countless lessons both inside and out of the classroom made it possible for all of us to be here today graduating. I know that many of us can say that a teacher at Rangeview changed our life for the better, and many of the teachers I had meant more to me than just the person who was teaching me math or English. Not only are they our teachers, administrators, and counselors, but they became our advocates, our cheerleaders, and our friends.
Hello, my name is Ellington Smith, 10th in the class of 2020. The one tried and true consistency between the 10 of us at the top of the class isn't something random, quirky, or obscure. Instead, it's our work ethic. It's putting your head down and working through obstacles, or giving a little bit more when you feel like you have nothing left to give. Work ethic is the most important thing in all of our lives going forward. As life continues, it's something that will allow everyone in our generation to get ahead and make progress. Whether it's in further education or it's in joining the workforce, having a good work ethic and being persistent is the key to success. Furthermore, while you may feel like a newborn giraffe stumbling awkwardly towards that finish line, remember that you have resources around you, that your friends are there if you need that extra push. Personally, I need to thank my parents for instilling in me that same work ethic that got me here from such a young age. I'd also like to thank my friend group and the rest of the top 10 for giving me the support I needed to succeed. Thank you and congratulations, graduates.
Hello everyone, I'm Nick Hatchley-Rivers and I'm 5th in the class. There's one thing that's helped bring us all here this morning, and that's the academic struggle that we have all faced in school. All of us have struggled in a class, been underprepared for a test, or had way too much work to do and not nearly enough time to do it. While we may have hated these struggles in the moment, they did so much to help us graduate regardless of how well we dealt with them. They taught us what we need not just to graduate, but to live life and face the challenges that will be thrown at us after school. Our shared struggles and those who have helped us through them, like our friends and our families, have given us the work ethic needed to live life and to face all of the challenges, and it has strengthened and built relationships that will last long after we leave school, regardless of if it's high school, college, or whatever else you will do after graduating. I hope that we all remember the tests that we took, regardless of how well we did with them, and let the lessons that they taught us guide us in our searches for success. Thanks for your time.
Good morning, everyone. I originally set a goal for myself to be number 11 when I graduated high school so that I wouldn't have to make a speech, but I failed and now here I am. Anyways, I've never really thought about where I fit in until I was given the idea to speak about it. And I didn't understand it fully until we were in quarantine. The people that I reached out to and those that reached out to me during that time made me realize where I truly fit in. It wasn't with the people I'd see every day at school and would briefly speak to. It was with the people who I would talk to outside of school and had no intentions of ever losing contact with. It is not easy to find people that will always be there for you no matter what. And as we grow and go into our futures, we need to hold on to these people and never forget how they helped us get through one of the most trivial parts of our lives, High School. Lastly, I just wanted to say, or rather sing, "Hey, look, Ma, I made it." That was for you, Mom, if you couldn't tell. Class of 2020, we are the future and we will accomplish great things. Thank you.
Friends, family, esteemed colleagues, we come here today to celebrate venturing on to the next chapter in our lives. But as we move forward, I like to reflect on the amazing 4 years we've shared together. Though high school was a constant juggling act, one thing that helped me was getting involved in different clubs and organizations. Clubs like Social Justice Club taught me how to fight against inequity and advocate for others in my community. By stepping out of my comfort zone and discovering what my interests were, I grew more confident in myself and had the opportunity to make some amazing friends. As we bravely step into the future, the lessons we've learned, the knowledge we've gained, and the memories we've made will always be there to remind us of what is possible and the great things that are in store for the rest of our lives. I dare you to pursue your passions boldly and take advantage of every opportunity thrown your way. Discover yourself in new ways, take on the world with confidence, and shine bright like a diamond. Graduating class of 2020, we out.
Hey, my name is Justin, and I'm number 9 of Rangeview's Top 10. It's a great honor for me to have this opportunity to speak before you all. It's cliche to want more from high school, but I know there are those of you in the audience who feel the same way. I know the feeling. Believe it or not, I was rejected for most of the scholarships that I applied for. For a long time, I didn't know what the point of it all was. I was very sad, and I felt a deep shame because I thought I had let myself and my family down. I know the whole COVID situation has become a huge nightmare, but the pandemic has given me a moment of respite from the chaos of school. I've been fortunate enough to have been able to connect better to my friends and my family, those of whom I've become isolated throughout the school year. I was blessed with time to think, and I realized that I was never alone. Those random conversations with old friends, those bowls of fruit from my mom, those late night boba runs with the youth group, I never recognized these acts of love. In spite of my own deprecation and mistakes, I'm still loved for who I am. So I say thank you for everything. Thank you for proving to me that I'm good enough, that I'm worthy of love and happiness. I couldn't have done it without you.
When I chose the topic of overcoming adversity back in February, I had no idea how prevalent adversity was going to become for all of us in the coming months. We are all painfully aware of the current state of the world, so that's not what I want to focus on. I instead want to highlight the resilience we as a class have shown in the face of hardship. Even when we haven't been together in person for months, we've demonstrated remarkable unity and strength as we've been met with one unforeseen circumstance after another. As Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. And I encourage you to continue fighting injustice, even if it doesn't directly affect you, and to listen to your peers as they speak about their struggles. I hope hearing the Top 10's Instruments to Success has allowed you to reminisce on the past 4 years and get excited for what's to come. Times are tough, but there is a light at the end of this tunnel, and I cannot be more proud of what we've already contributed to the world. Class of 2020, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, we made it.
During the honors convocation ceremony and in separate recognition ceremonies, seniors were acknowledged for their honors, awards, and scholarships.
All of those students who received academic scholarships for higher education, please stand. Please be seated. Congratulations.
All those students who received athletic scholarships for higher education, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All college track graduates who received a teal and white cord, please stand. Congratulations and please be seated.
Graduates who will be enlisting in the United States Armed Services, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who are a member of the International Thespian Society and received a royal blue cord, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who are in the National Honor Society and received a purple cord, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who are in the National Art Honor Society and received a multicolored cord, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who are in the National Speech and Debate Association and received a silver and burgundy cord, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who are a member of the Journalism Quill and Scroll Society and received a blue and gold cord, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who received a light blue leadership cord for holding a student council office during their years at Rangeview, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who are in the Tri-M Music Honor Society and received a pink cord, please stand. Congratulations and please be seated.
Will all of the students who have received their associate's degree from the Community College of Aurora please stand? Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who received a white cord for honors 3.5 to 3.75 cumulative GPA, please stand. Congratulations and please be seated.
All students who received a silver cord for honors 3.75 to 4.67 cumulative GPA, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated.
All students who received a gold cord for honors 4.678 to 4.85 cumulative GPA, please stand. Congratulations, please be seated, and congratulations to all of our honor graduates.
Unlike any other class, we have faced insurmountable adversity and have been able to overcome these challenges with grace and perseverance. During this unknown time, some of you may have become inspired to do more, to help others in a way no one would have thought imaginable. Some of you may have continued to work despite the fear of becoming sick. Some of you may have spent this time relaxing, doing the not so easy task of focusing on yourself and your needs.
No matter the reality of how you have spent the last few months, one thing is clear. Every single one of you sitting here today is a fighter. Fighting to obtain your high school diploma was never an easy task, especially not in the face of a global pandemic.
More recently, students of our class have shown their strength and commitment to the betterment of this community by organizing and attending peaceful protests for the Black Lives Matter movement, making masks and other protective equipment for medical workers, and being part of the generation that will fight for change. From the moment we were all gathered on the bleachers for the first time back in 2016, I knew that our class was going to achieve great things.
We sat outside optimistic about our upcoming 4 years, prepared to break records, continue traditions, and have our voices heard. I think it's safe to say we did just that. Throughout the years, this class has become a family in more ways than one. We all pushed each other to be better, nothing less than extraordinary, for the betterment of our Rangeview community and the development of ourselves.
As upperclassmen, we had athletes be a part of the 2-time EMAC championship team for the boys and girls track team. School records were broken in volleyball for the most kills, and swimmers constantly broke personal goals as well as a few school records.
Our boys basketball team not only won a 5A state championship title last year, but have an impressive 45 consecutive wins since 2018. Records were also broken in soccer for the most career goals, goals scored in a game, and most assists among plenty of others. Although seasons were cut short, we all know who deserved another EMAC and state championship title.
As we became a family, our class continued to receive countless achievements, like the band obtaining first place in the Friendship Cup, while our journalism team received the All Colorado Award for online news.
Our theater department even reimagined their final school play and made it into a podcast for the first time ever. The class of 2019 may have fought Thanos, but the class of 2020 has shown our strength in all aspects of life. Though everyone has different plans for their careers, I think it's important to note that the class of 2020 has also received an astounding amount of $4.1 million in scholarships to further their education at universities all over the nation.
Looking back at this year, it may not have ended the way we were all thinking it would, but I hope you took every chance you could to make everlasting memories and enjoy the little things that made this final year at Rangeview amazing.
It definitely has been one heck of a year, but I wouldn't have done it with any other class.
Superintendent Rico Munn, Chief of Staff Mark Seglum, and ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Education, each senior seated here has successfully completed the requirements for graduation as established by the State of Colorado and by the Board of Education of the Aurora Public Schools. As the principal of Rangeview High School and on behalf of its faculty, staff, and administration, it is now my honor and privilege to present our Rangeview High School Class of 2020 to the Board of Education, to Superintendent Rico Munn, Chief of Staff Mark Seglum, and to our honored guests, and to the parents and friends of the Aurora Public Schools.
Principal Gross, graduates of Rangeview High School, class of 2020, it's really dangerous to put me in front of a mic with this many people, so maybe I'll go on for an hour or so. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of Superintendent Munn, the Board of Education, and Aurora Public Schools, I accept the Rangeview class of 2020. Congratulations.
Graduates, as your name is read by the faculty heralds, please stand at your seat and be recognized by your friends and family for your accomplishments. I respectfully request that both our graduates and their guests please remember that you are part of a distinguished celebration that includes several hundred people. Please do not use noisemakers or cause intrusive interruptions that would prevent families from clearly hearing their graduate's name. Please remain in your seat and socially distance so that everyone can see the graduate whose accomplishments they are celebrating today. Your cooperation in this is greatly appreciated.
Grace Powell. Tell me when to. Maran Alte Sium. Catherine Nell Fennell. Helen Cow Doe. Ryan Sherman Slocum. Autumn Lorraine Kelly. Nicholas Sky Ashley Rivers. Avery Elizabeth Hill. Leela Nicole Kelly. Tiffany Brianne Smith. Justin Not An Hong. Ellington Patrick Smith. Obina Bradley Agbeam. Uvitsa Bernice Aguilar Gutzman. Matthew Scott Ayeyo. Marwa 8 Shafi. Salma 8 Shafi. Miriam Fernanda Akala Dagalo. Sophia Angelina Alvarez. Corey William Anthony. Danielle J. Ariano. Denise Areola. Samuel Sise Ayana. Ryan James Asuhero. Nathan Michael Alvarez. Haley Monique Baker. Deshaun Charles Lee Banks. Olivia Lauren Bearfield Toro. Cheyenne Josephine Barnt. Eric Daniel Barrios. Alex Nathaniel Bean. Nathan Caleb Berhe. Pearl Aura Aku Bilson. Miguel Blas. Reese Blah. Christian Ade Boateng. Aaron Xavier Brown. Ayana Jasmine Brown. Taj Duvel Eugene Brown. Dalen Bennett. Aaliyah Juliana Cabrera. Jaquan Zahir Katie. Kaya Lee Kali. Cameron Sovani Campbell. Kaylin McKenna Campbell. Maya Elizabeth Campbell. Erica Angeline Carlos Perez. Carlos Enrique Carrera. Roberto Arturo Carrillo. Diana Laura Castro Castro. Stephanie Samantha Castro Escalares. Tiara Tennille Chambliss. Aaron Jordan Chapa. Jose Luis Chaparro. Andre Ellis Cheeks. Brian Emmanuel Chino Perez. Sydney Simone Clayton. Brandis Jaleel Cola. Gia Juliet Colorado. Chase Daniel Cook Barnes. Taryn Lee Cooper. Alana Jonay Cordova. Raymond Lee Cortez. Rudy Leroy Cortez. Matthew David Croft. Allison Faith Serenity Crossman. Anicia Ganeva Cruz. Julian Isaac Kusakut. Elena Marie Maglente Kubos. Braden Richard Kernow. Tyler Lawrence Kernow. Eliza Chanice Davis. Luscious Harley Davis. Skylar Blue Dawson. Ishmael DeHaro. Janae Carais de la Paz. Karai Jaden de la Paz. Devon Demonet Ray Desmond. Miriam Monite Dimulu. Cly Nugan Doan. Alexis Jade Drummond. Ryan McKenna Duggan. Edargo Echeveste Beltran. Nicolette Lene Chantel Edwards. Tyler James Emkin. Rebecca Sue Erickson. Norbert Espinel. Jasmine Kairuka Ewing. Jet Lynn Finley. Asheray Lanique Gamble. Sharuno Ganev. Cassandra Garcia. Leslie Jasmine Garcia. Mario Garcia Abia. Danielle Garcia Moncada. Jeremy Roy George. Toli Mohammed Gisho. Alex Reed Godfrey. Cassandra Gomez. Stephanie Yamale Gonzalez. Celine Lisette Gonzalez Cruz. Eric Gonzalez Hernandez. Giselle Guadalupe Gonzalez Ludesma. Angelo Ricardo Gordon. Garrett George Gordon. Brooke Marie Green. Nicholas Xavier Lee Green. Mahala Leanne Griggs. Nicholas James Gano. Kayla Hanan Halame. Cameron Devowie Halliburton. Jessica Lynn Hankins. Kayla Rose Hanneman. Azariah Jaheim Harris. Daniel Edward Hatton. Josiah James Hazen. Jose Luis Hernandez. Ronaldo Hernandez. Giselle Aradine Hernandez Aguilera. Lisbeth Hernandez Benuelos. Savion Aiden Jihani Herod. Zachariah James Hertz. Morgan Alexander Hess. Haley Marie Horde. Cameron Devon Holloman Bynes. Brooklyn Delaney Hopkins. Cole Thomas Hopple. Tatiana Rasheen Najee Howard. Tiani Lovely Hudgens. Elijah Cameron Hughes. Gabriel Adrian Huichapa. Charles Joseph Holangan Bayan. Sierra Jade Hunt. Anasia Deshay Michaela Isaac. Judith Isaias Martinez. Quentin Isaiah John Israel. John Durrell Manny Jackson. Liliana Marie Jackson. Jasenia Jaime Delgado. Isaiah Richard Jameson. Jordan Jewett. Benjamin Jimenez. Sarahi Jimenez. Jasmine Teresa Johnson. Ajale Antoinette Jones. Deron Raymond Jones. Neve Tyrone Jones. Jacob Juarez. Janelle Ann Calpusos. Jaden Milan Knutson. Tyler Richard Kosher. Braden O'Neill Kraft. Caitlin Nicole Kraft. Mariah Georgianne Krymeyer.
Samaya Anissa Lavale Muhammad. Javon DeLeon Lee. Jaquay Joseph DeVay Lee Ricks. Blake Leon Panuco. Keenan Jason Litzy. Jennifer Lopez Arteaga. Gabriela Samay Lopez Galindo. Stefano Larandi. Eric Joseph Louis. Joshua Jael Lovett. JC Marie Ann Evelyn May Lowry. Devonte Malachi Isaiah Lloyd. Sheldon Palmer Lucas McHenry. Victor Manuel Luevano Zambrano. Gloria Joyce Mabusu. Abigail Jolie Mack. Jacob Anthony Mays. McKenna Ray Mahan. Ashanti Odisha Khalees Manson. Urbano Jesus Marquez. Kira Joe Martin. Beatrice Martinez Avila. Henry Esau Martinez Fuentes. Stephen Martinez Lopez. Lily Mae Matlock. Alexandra Elizabeth Mayott. Heaven Victoria McCrae. Rocio Elizabeth Medellin Bueno. Dominic Guadalupe Menchaca. Ignacio Mendez Parra. Tyler James Miller. Moses Mercure. Luis Alejandro Miranda. Caden Rain Mitchell. Isaac Montez. Dominic Enrique Montoya. America Mora. Leonardo Emilio Morales. Laura Jimena Morales Acosta. Bailey Lee Morgan. Gabriel Nicholas Muniz. Andy Munoz. Marcella Eve Nguyen. Allison Kaili No. Anthony Allen Nicholson. Braden Christopher Norse. Spencer Jung Woo Ohu. Edith Ojeda. Believe Okolongo. Nicholas Edward Joe Olkin. Amagali Abigail Olivas. Cole Thomas Olson. Samba Christian Angala. Luis Jose Ornelas. Ashley Ortega. Brandon Eduardo Oseguera. Nicholas John Pantoliano. Chelsea Nicole Pavlik. Brianna Marie Peterson. Reagan Peterson. Autumn Marie Pham. Kathy Pham. Kaylee Nevea Fippen. Jose Angel Pina. April Yanin Pinedo. Daniela Pinon Ibarra. Mackenzie Destiny Porcher. Francisco Gael Porras Galvan. Zamaya Pratt. Ashante Talon Putman. Jaime Ramirez Valdez. Claire Elizabeth Ransom. Anna Victoria Razzo. Jeremiah Keith Reed. Zoe Morgan Reed. Heradani Renteria Flores. Isaiah Cruz Reyes. Angelica Marie Reyes Marquez. Suzanne Maylin Reynoso Navarro. Anne Gabrielle Antepuesto Rivera. Julio Ishel Rivera Juarez. Montserrat Roman Ramirez. Kelso Rivera Pina. Brian Augustine Rosales. Casey Grain Rumambi. Ali Nadir Adnan Salah. Brian Samir Salazar. Cesar Antonio Salinas Horta. Brianna Marie Sanchez. Angel Alfonso San Juan. Maxwell Hannibal Satchel. Nicholas Richard Scandrall. Savannah James Schaefer. Victoria Aubrey Cher Martinez. Daisha Lee Scoggins. Shyla Renee Seals. Alexander Samir. Sydney Serrano. Zachariah Khalil Shakhtur. Matthew Samuel Silalahi. Maximus Luis Silva. Naya Joanne Sims. Elizaveta Eduardovna Skorohad. Avery Tyrone Smith. Kavon Lynn Smith. Hazel Samosa Palacios. Salmata Nabayogo Suleiman. Christian Kyle Speller. Christopher Kyle Speller. Caitlin Renee Starkey. Landon Osborne Steinkamp. Jalen Mariah Stevenson. Cameron Michael Stifler. Azael Tarango Corpus. Fong Kai Tai. Luis Octavio Torres. Brian Kwako Tron. Brandon Kyle Tressiter. Tabin Aquila Van Treese. Julie Jolene Varela. Cassandra Michelle Vargas Martinez. Brian Alexander Vasquez Garcia. Camilla Ashe Vons. Tierra Alexis Veltine. Vitalia Marie Warren. Dominique Ayana Pualani Watkins. Golden Christine Watkins. Jewel Marie Watkins. Erin Michelle Weaver. Travion Isaiah Weddington. Darius Marshall Wells. Lydia Marie Willer. Michaela Marie LaShawn Wilson. Chloe Morgan Wise. Alexander Woldatatios. Alyssa Leilani Yamada. Johan Zamora Bahina. Nevea Isabel Zilka. Sullivan Michael Zodi. Oscar Anthony Perez Luna. Jason Owusu Apia. Brenda Mora.
Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Will the audience please rise for the recessional?
Like walking out. They stood up and they just, yeah.